We as instructors are constantly experimenting new ways of teaching. We're tweaking our classes every single time we teach them. And I find that honesty and openness with students and then say the goal is really to hopefully find an even better way to teach. I find that openness and conversation become incredibly helpful. The project actually started as part of my lab's research. Our research focuses on how to use generative AI to enhance people's thinking. So we are creating these tools to help people read and write better. And naturally that it came to my mind that we can actually use these tools in our teaching because we have so many reading and writing assignments.
My first impression of the GAI writing prompt tool was that it provided like a kind of companion when you were writing. A lot of times when we're studying or writing different things, it can feel like a lonely experience, and maybe we need some guidance or some more motivation to continue going.
Our tool is different from ChatGPT in a few ways. First, it's not a chat interface. It takes the form of an autocomplete, kind of email smart compose kind of a format. In that sense, it's more suited for reading and writing assignments.
First, I wasn't too sure what I was expecting to find. I thought it was going to be like an AI that you could speak to, and then what ChatGPT is, you put in the prompt and it'll optimize a solution for you based on what you have. So I've never seen a AI like that for like a specific time series data visualization, so that was definitely something that was really cool to see. It was also cool to see the different outputs that progressed as I was using the tool itself. It almost like adapted to my suggestion of what I liked. And then from there, it was able to provide more options that were more aligned with my interests.
The evolution of the project, I would say, is the role of the AI becomes smaller and smaller, but the focus became more and more on how to embed AI into our pedagogy in a way that's not disruptive to the teaching, not too distracting for the students. I originally had this beautiful vision that we would adapt this tool to various kind of classes. And I indeed worked with quite a few different instructors across Cornell looking into opportunities of adapting this tool to their own curriculums. I learned two things in the process. One is not every class needs a customized large language model to do fancy things. For example, in language learning classes, we did realize that, in fact, even just off-the-shelf GPT or the kind of generative model is quite sufficient. We do need more customized version of those models when we have specific perspectives we want the students to encode.
So I think Professor Young has done a great job at providing a lot of high-touch opportunities for students in the classroom, whether it is this GI tool or doing new things like storyboarding for user interviews. I think they've allowed students to just be very excited to try something new. And I could tell during the class, like these discussion sessions when we're working together, it seems like students are very excited about what they learn, and I think that retention and their engagement is a bit better.
There are types of knowledge far better suited for an instructor to talk to this whole class, but then there are other types of knowledge better suited for a tool that can give different opinions to different students in different moments. And I think it's that contrast that made me realize there are more opportunities in using this tool in certain classes than others. I think there has been a lot of work in using generative AI to automate TA's work, to help with office hours, to help with answering student questions. But I would really love to see more exploration in how generative AI can enhance pedagogy itself.